And the reason is that myself and my girlfriend Tamar, we are doing a lot of work on finding our new home. And as part of this, we are taking a trip to Greece, which is one of the main candidates. And wherever we go in the world, we try to find activists who are doing something important to support liberation. Sometimes it's activists for Palestine, sometimes it's activists for the liberation of non-human animals. And let me change the direction of the camera. Here, we joined the group Animal Save Athens. And Salam, Akil, Salam. And this group is showing people who are going here on the street in Athens, so many people walking here on the street in Athens, and they are showing them the true reality of what goes on in the industries that exploit, murder, abuse animals like chickens, like pigs, like cows. This is the way that they treat them. They keep them in small cages. They treat them like property. They treat them like objects, like resources, instead of the living beings, the breathing, loving, caring, beautiful living beings that they are. Are these brave souls part of an organization? Yes, the organization is called Animal Save. It's called Animal Save Movement, and they have branches all around the planet. This is what cows look like when they are free. This is what the love of a mother to her child looks like. But male calves are considered useless to dairy farmers. So they are separated from their mothers violently and aggressively, like you see here. And then, after a few short months, they are slaughtered cruelly. This is what happens to pigs in the industry that exploits them for their bodies. They are kept in small cages. These are the small piglets who were unfortunate enough to be born into complete slavery. From the moment they are born to the moment they are cruelly slaughtered, they live in complete hell. And most people are blind to this. Most people, they are blind to this by choice. They put a metaphorical blindfold on their eyes so that they will not see the meaning of their actions, so that they may continue to collaborate with this Holocaust where male chicks are sent to be ground up the moment that they hatch from the egg, because they are useless to the eggs industry. And their mothers are kept in these conditions, in small cages, so that they will continue laying eggs so that people can eat eggs. This is the meaning of the actions. And so many people put a blindfold on their eyes so that they don't see the meaning of their actions, so that they don't see it, so that they can keep being disconnected from this, so that they can keep doing it. This is what happens to cows in the meat industry and in the dairy industry. This is violence. This is murder. This is a Holocaust. I'm guessing that YouTube will now take this video down, maybe, or restrict it, because we see the violence here. This violence is good enough for people to participate in, but not good enough for people to look at. So yeah, I didn't want to go on for too long. I think that the most important thing here is that oppression is oppression. There is one system of oppression in the entire planet, and this system has many facets. These facets are capitalism, patriarchy, organized religion, colonialism, imperialism, racism, white supremacy, and the most prevalent aspect of this system of oppression, the most transparent, the most normalized, and the most violent, objectively speaking, just objectively speaking, the most violent is the aspect of human supremacy and the industry that exploits, enslaves, mass slaughters, abuses non-human animals. This is the most prevalent aspect and the most insidious aspect of this system. Even people who consider themselves leftist, even people who consider themselves anarchists, even people who consider themselves feminists, radical leftists, radical feminists, you name it. The vast majority of these, the vast majority of them, still participate in the oppression of non-human animals because human supremacy is so deeply ingrained in human culture, in the human psyche, that people can convince themselves that they are activists for liberation and still participate in the most deep and insidious form of oppression because the victims are not part of their in-group, because the victims are non-human animals. Please, if you consider yourself someone who supports liberation, if you consider yourself someone who is against oppression, if you believe in the slogan, "No one is free until everyone is free," if you believe that liberation is for everyone, that equality is a precondition to justice, and that justice is imperative, please do not participate in oppression. Please fight oppression. Please go to our side, the side of those who are actually fighting all forms of oppression. Please go to our side. Please go vegan. Vegan means that you are against the oppression of non-human animals. Vegan means that you don't see non-human animals as products, as objects, as something that you can use, but you see them as individuals that deserve rights, that deserve liberation, that deserve freedom, that deserve life, that deserve love, that deserve respect. This is what it means. So please go vegan. And the first corollary of going vegan, which means that you are actually against all forms of oppression, is to stop giving your money to the Holocaust industry. It's to stop giving your money to the industry that does this, that cages innocent, defenseless, beautiful beings like this pig who was definitely slaughtered days or weeks after this was taken. He is definitely dead now, definitely murdered now, definitely. Don't give your money to the egg industry that does what we are going to see now, that takes the male chicks who are useless to the industry, and the moment that they hatch from the egg, puts them in huge machines that grind them up alive. The moment that they hatch from the egg, this is what they do to them. Please do not pay for this. Do not be a part of this. Do not be a willing collaborator for this horrible, horrific Holocaust. Do not give your money to people who do this. Do not give your money to support this. Do not eat a tomato instead. Eat an eggplant instead. Look at those rivers of blood. Look at those corpses of the abused animals. They are so innocent. They are so innocent. They did nothing. They did nothing to anyone. They did nothing to anyone, and look at what happened to them. How can you justify this? How can you justify this? Stop contributing to this. Stop collaborating with this. Look at what they do. Look at how they treat them like objects. Like objects. This is the most extreme form of objectification. This is the most extreme form of violence. Do not give your money to people who do this. Do not tell them, yes, please do this so that I can have a sandwich. Your sandwich is not worth this. Your taste buds are not more important than their entire life, than their freedom. Do not participate in this. You might recognize Tamar, my beautiful girlfriend. She cares about them so much. She thinks about them every single day. She cries every single day. I'm a witness to this. She cries every single day because she knows that this happens. Don't make her cry. Look, imagine yourself trapped in this cage. Imagine yourself unable to move entirely, your entire life. You cannot move at all. Imagine yourself in these conditions. Imagine yourself in these conditions. Imagine yourself. And then think how the pigs feel. And then think if you want to continue eating pork, this horrible word that's meant to disconnect you from them, from these living beings who feel, who think, who suffer, and who can enjoy a life of freedom, but they do not enjoy a life of freedom because of the people who are paying for their enslavement, because of the people who are paying for their extreme abuse, because of the people who are part of their Holocaust. If you are part of a Holocaust, then what does that make you? You answer me. What does that make you if you are an active part of a Holocaust? Okay. I'm scaring people. Apparently, I'm scaring people.
Not because of what you say, because
Yeah.
you're loud.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm scaring people. So what does it mean that I'm scaring people as I'm reacting 1% of what I should react, 1% of what I should react in the face of the biggest Holocaust in the history of the entire planet, and I'm already scaring people. 1%, 0.1%, 0.001%. My reaction, what is the correct reaction in the face of a Holocaust? What is the correct reaction in the face of a Holocaust? Is raising your voice slightly maybe the right direction in the face of a Holocaust? Maybe. Already people are being scared. They're scared. They're not scared of the Holocaust because they're not the victims. But they're scared of me getting a little bit loud. Look at this. Look at this. You know, if you watch my channel, you are an activist for something. You know the inversion that Nazis do. You know that they always take the people who oppose the violence, who oppose their oppression, and because they're speaking a little bit too passionately, they police them. They police them and they say, maybe speak respectfully about my Holocaust. They don't call it a Holocaust, never. They won't call it a genocide. They won't call it colonialism. They won't call it imperialism. They won't call it a Holocaust. But they know. And the moment you speak just a little bit too passionately against it, the moment you speak just a little bit too passionately against this, suddenly you are problematic. suddenly you are the problem, you are the violent one. You know this very well. And you know that me getting slightly excited here is not even the start of a match for what happens for the images that you saw, for the meaning of the images that you saw, right? You know this. Please stop collaborating with this. Stop participating in this. Stop doing it. Okay. Go vegan, guys. Oppose all oppression. Be radically against all oppression. Be radically against all violence. Be radically against everything that makes any living being feel like that. Be in those conditions. Okay, guys. Bye-bye for now. Hope to see you soon.